everyone. It is Battle of the Badge at Fight to Win at the Hyatt Regency, downtown Sacramento. First up, Dillon Gutierrez from the Modesto Fire Department versus Pedro Barbosa, Sacramento Sheriff Deputy.
I think it's department.
Maybe it's department. Sacramento Sheriff Department.
All right, and tonight you are joined with Liz Mitrovich and
Killjoy Pendel. All right, so we have Pedro Barbosa coming out from Sacramento Sheriff's Department. How are you feeling about these matches tonight, Liz?
Oh, I'm really excited. I have not participated in a Code 3 Battle of the Badges before, and I'm just so excited to be here and see how this is going to go. What about you?
Same. I'm really surprised how packed the room is. This is as full, if not even more full, than a regular Fight to Win event.
Yeah. I feel like what's already different about it is the competitors that we have walking onto the stage. It is such a packed room for the first fights. Normally people trickle in and start ramping up for a normal Fight to Win, but tonight it was very full.
Liz, that is an excellent point. You're completely correct. When you get here at the beginning of a Fight to Win show, yeah, maybe the room might be a quarter full at best. This room is packed. There's people standing in the back.
Yeah. And there's people still waiting to come through the doors. There was a very large line as we coming in, just waiting to be here. So I'm just really excited because we both know that this means it's going to be a very exciting event. The crowd makes Fight to Win the biggest party in grappling, and I'm so excited to be here to witness this.
Fighting out of the blue corner, representing Modesto Fire Department, Dillon Gutierrez. And fighting out of the red corner, representing the Sacramento Sheriff's Department, Pedro Barbosa.
So we have Dillon in the short sleeve rash guard, and we have Pedro in the long sleeve rash guard. Ooh.
All right, starting off with some aggressive clinching and wrestling, Greco style.
Ooh, those collar ties.
Oh, little accidental rash guard pull there.
Okay.
Both of these guys getting after it right out of the gate.
Yeah, and they're heavy collar ties. Like, you can see the clench that Dillon has on Pedro. Like, it is so, like, his elbows right against his chest, which makes it such a heavy hang and hard to remove those collar ties.
And these guys are really putting their weight into those ties. I mean, they're really pulling down on each other's necks. So, gonna have to put ice pack on that neck tonight.
Oh yeah, I mean,
nice little inside trip. That was actually my favorite takedown when I was a blue belt. That little tie up and inside trip.
And Pedro looks like, okay, he might have lost the Kimura grip, but he was going for it. And it was just like he's trying to work to control the posture. Oh, wow. Dillon really put on that pressure, controlling the hips and walking across.
Pedro's doing a great job just sneaking that knee back in, just barely keeping a little something in between them, but nope. Dillon gets all the way by now.
Yeah. Dillon's control of the hips, like you can see like with his left arm how he's like controlling that hips and the pressure he's putting onto the hips with his legs. Very strong.
Pedro's has a good frame in the neck, though. That's putting a lot of pressure under Dillon to keep him from dropping that head down and really getting that shoulder pressure.
Yeah, it's so true.
One of the most demoralizing things that can happen when you're on the bottom in this position is just getting that shoulder just driving into your face, and it looks like Dillon's starting to get that shoulder pressure onto the jaw now. It's going to make it hard for Pedro to recover his guard because it's difficult for him to turn back in and get those knees back in play.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. Like Dillon's doing a good job of like isolating the upper body, so it makes it difficult to get the lower body back in and engage.
And it looks like Dillon might be hunting a head and arm choke, possibly. Pedro's arm, his right arm, is was going for that frame under the neck again, and then look how Dillon's trying to push that arm by. So maybe looking for the opportunity to go for that head and arm choke. And Pedro doing everything he can to keep that frame in place, which is a great strategy. Really good idea to keep that frame under the chin to prevent that cross-face pressure on the jaw. And Pedro not settling in this position, not accepting this, keeps trying to recover that guard. He's bridging, looking for a second there, looked like he was going to try to sneak out the back perhaps.
He's really trying to, it looks like Pedro's trying to push off the hips and try to use it to create, with his frames, to create and engage his bottom, like his bottom knee through again. But
Dillon's doing a good job just pummeling those legs by Pedro's legs and just keeping that left knee connected to the hip.
Yeah.
It's making it really difficult for Pedro to get back to that guard position.
Americana. Oh, that was it was almost twisted backwards. Oh my goodness. Pedro must have like Gumby arms. That was I was not expecting that.
So one submission attempt so far. And a lot of control and pressure by Dillon.
Yeah, the chest-to-chest pressure that Dillon has over Pedro Dillon's in a very strong position right now.
And really the story of this match has been that takedown. That takedown led to Dillon ending up in this good control position. I mean, led to him being on top, and then that guard pass led to him being in this really, really good control position. And Pedro, his offense has been completely neutralized because he's not in a great position to attack. And then Dillon just staying active as far as continuing to look for things, but Pedro not allowing anything. So not a lot of submission attempts, just the one real submission attempt so far. But and it looked for a second like Dillon was going to sneak over to the mount, but simply switches sides instead. And maybe he's going to go for something at the end here. Maybe he'll jump on that armbar. Oh, and maybe he's going to try for that Americana again.
He does have about a minute left, so we are getting towards short time.
The Americana is a little tricky to finish from side control.
But that head and arm though. Oh, it does look like he has his arms collected. Pedro's trying to hold on, but his face is starting to turn a little red. It does look really tight. Dillon's
there's only less than 40 seconds left in this match, so we'll see if Pedro can get out with the moral victory of having defended.
You can kind of see with Dillon's right arm, it's a little shallow. If he can get it just a little bit deeper
and drop that head a little more,
I think he would be able to get that.
Also, his weight's on his knees if he were to.
But Pedro did Pedro was great with his defense, incorporating his arm and creating the space just enough to be able to survive and move through and get out of that submission attempt.
Time.
That was a great match. Great job, guys.
These two were very well matched for each other.
Yeah, they were.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for our first two competitors in the first ever Battle of the Band. Mr. Referee, make the decision, please. Your winner, All right, out of the blue corner, Dillon Gutierrez.
Great job, Dillon.